This is the Venice Council Scoop. I'm Councilmember Ron Smith. I need to say a little more about the effort to change the way we elect the mayor and council in Venice. Despite outspoken community opposition, the council's moving ahead with the idea of converting terms from 3 to 4 years and ending the 100-year tradition of having some council members up for re-election every year. There are honest arguments that can be made for and against the idea of 4-year terms and a limit of 2 terms. The problem is that's not all that's going on here. The game you are watching is not always the game that's being played. I heard that phrase recently, and it seems to apply here. How so? The biggest problems with this proposed change are hidden in 2 details. First, to make the conversion and do it immediately, the 2025 election for mayor and 2 council seats would be canceled. Instead, Nick Picciott, Rachel Frank, and Rick Howard would simply stay in office for an extra year and then stand election for 4-year terms starting in 2026. I don't think I'm being negative in pointing that out. I believe they are being self-serving in putting forward such an anti-democratic scheme while selling a canceled election as a cost-saving measure. The second disingenuous feature of the plan that will be placed on the ballot in November is selling it as a term limit measure while creating an exception for the current mayor and council. The details put forward by the city clerk would apply the 2-term limit only going forward. So Mayor Picciott would extend his current 2nd term by 1 year, giving him 7 years in office, and then make him eligible for 2 more 4-year terms. Rachel Frank, who was appointed to fill out the last year of someone else's term and was elected without opposition for a 3-year term, would have that term extended another year and then be eligible to run for 2 more 4-year terms. Rick Howard would add a 4th year to his first term and then be eligible for 2 more 4-year terms. Why? Why not say anyone who has already served 4 or more years would be eligible for just 1 more 4-year term? That would keep Picciott from serving 15 years, Frank 13 years, and Howard 12 years. If we want to limit terms in office, let's not exempt the current council from the 2-term limit. Maybe the council will grow a conscience before finalizing their plan. Before I go, let me give a shout out to Vice Mayor James Bolt. His gift of $1 million to the Venice Theater is awe-inspiring. The theater is so important to our city. Each of us should give what we can to help the theater rebuild and complete its campus plan. I'm Ron Smith, and this is the Venice Council Scoop. Watch for it every week. If you'd like to comment, send an email to rsmith@venicefl.gov. Let's preserve our paradise. You have a great week.